Hello Libra and welcome. I'm Jessie Ray. This is Chiron's Key Tarot. Thank you for joining me today for this reading. This is a general reading for December 16th to the 31st. Take a look at the energies that you have coming at you. If this reading does not resonate with you, you can watch one of your other placements. So Sun, Moon, and Rising readings I do are meant to resonate, at least one of them. And so if you don't know what your big three is, I'm happy to cast you your chart for free. You can send me your information and I will get back to you with what your big three is for those that don't know. And I know that you guys are really feeling tired. At the time that I am filming this on December 3rd, Venus is going to be entering Scorpio. So by the time that you are watching this reading, Venus has already been in Scorpio for a few days. So things might be feeling really intense as Venus is your planetary ruler. And there's definitely kind of like an ending that's coming up for you guys. So we've got the Ten of Wands out here, and this just lets me know that you guys are tired. There's just been a lot of battles that you guys have been facing. And this could even be just with where Venus is going to be placed, just feeling really kind of emotionally drained, is what they're telling me. But you guys are going to be like letting go of some baggage and moving to calmer waters. So yeah, okay, there's a couple different endings coming up. And the Hermit for you guys. Okay, what else? Four of Wands. Okay, so you guys are working on, coming from a stable place. Okay, I know that things probably seem really chaotic right now, but it's allowing there to be like a rejuvenation and kind of like a little bit of a rebuilding process. So with the Hierophant, I really highly encourage you guys to stick with like a meditation practice, do a little bit of daily exercise, a little bit of gentle stretching, yoga, take a walk outside, something that's going to get you connected with your body. Even though I know you guys are really tired right now, there's a sense of still needing to kind of move that energy. Okay, keep moving, keep the energy flowing is what they're telling me. And Four of Cups. So you've got two tens out here that tells me that there's going to be kind of an ending. But with that ending, there's also like another opportunity. Something else is in the background right now that is coming to, fruition for you guys. So if you guys are looking to change career fields, if you have like a side business you're hoping that's going to be getting off the ground, if you want to bring in a new relationship, something like that, there is another opportunity that's coming in. But what we have to do is we have to change our perspective, okay? So because as you can see here, I think this card kind of has this depiction too. They're not paying attention. The person in this picture really isn't paying attention to the other opportunities. They're kind of focused on the opportunities that didn't work out. And you have to kind of be open to the possibility that you've got a new opportunity. Even if you can't see it, even if you don't understand it, you're not quite sure what it even is, there's a sense of still needing to keep the faith, right? Allowing spirit to work in the background for you guys. I'm going to skip ahead because they want me to talk about the Wheel of Fortune right now. So this talks about, the universe kind of taking control a little bit, and I don't mean that in a disempowering way, but there's almost kind of like these other forces at work behind the scenes in which sometimes when we don't understand when something comes to an end, right? But then we get another job and then we realize why that one thing wasn't working out. And okay, they really want me to give a personal example right now. Okay, so I just recently left a job that had been promising me certain things, and I really liked that job, but the promises weren't being like fulfilled. And I've been wanting to do lives, and I've been wanting to dedicate myself more to this channel because this is what my passion is. And the other job was not allowing that. It kept impeding. So I went back to another job that I've had at a different place, but I've been doing that same line of work for like 14 years now, and I'm pretty burnt out on it. So even though it wasn't exciting to go back to what I know, what it has allowed me to do is have a set schedule so that I can dedicate more time to this channel. That's kind of the energy of this reading right now. I didn't understand why at the time that the other job that I liked more wasn't working out and that I needed to leave, and now I understand. Now I have an understanding. I have an understanding of why that thing didn't work. And that's really what the point was, and that's why they wanted to give me a personal example, is that I just had to trust the process. And even though I don't really enjoy my current day job, it's something I know how to do. It pays my bills, and what it really allows me to do is have the time to dedicate to my channel that I've been wanting to do for the last several months. So, with that being said, sometimes when there's endings here, 10 of Wands, something kind of really wrapping up, kind of coming to an end. We've got the 10 of Swords out here, something wrapping up, coming to an end. It's going to be different for each and every one of you. So whatever you feel like is kind of closing out and that chapter is kind of, offered all it can offer to you, allow the new things to come in, okay? Allow that new space to be opened up. Allow for Spirit to open up that door. And trust that this wheel is going to be turning in your favor, okay? Just trust that whatever is coming up right now and things are being cleared out of the way, it's meant to be cleared. And with this 5 of Pentacles energy, it can be really... it can feel really disappointing, okay? It can feel really disheartening when we wanted something to work out and it didn't, okay? Like, I was really disappointed that that other job was not working out. It really left me feeling really disappointed, and I still kind of struggle with it, even though I have an understanding of why. So there's a sense of, maybe needing to really hold your space, for yourself through these emotions. And as Venus is in Scorpio right now, at the time that you're watching this reading, things can be feeling really intense right now. And that's okay. It's okay. These emotions are coming up to be cleared, to make way for the new, okay? And with this Queen of Pentacles, really allowing the time that it's going to take, right? There might be something that we got, like, we really want to go after, that we really want to see start to happen for us, that we really want to see start to come to fruition. But what we also have to understand is that the universe has its own divine timing that it works on. And we can't let ourselves get in the way of that. We can't let the human ego get in the way of that, right? So we have to be patient. And Queen of Pentacles is patient, and she's going to understand, that things take time and that things kind of happen in that divine timing. Whether she likes it or not, there's an acceptance around it, being okay that it's happening in that divine timing. And allowing these things to fall away and allowing things to change for you. I mean, we've got the 6 of Swords here, so this lets me know that some of this this 10 of Wands energy and this 10 of Swords energy, the baggage of that, the emotional baggage, the confusion, the heartache, 5 of Pentacles here, these tough emotions, we're going to be getting to calmer waters here. I mean, that's what 6 of Swords talks about, is really kind of moving away from things that are hard and challenging and kind of releasing that baggage. So even though for the next few weeks we're going to be feeling things, a lot stronger, relationships might feel a lot more rocky, things aren't maybe feeling as harmonious as they, are at certain times, especially when Venus is in a sign that she's comfortable in. There's a sense of overcoming it, and there's a sense of bringing it up to be healed and purged. Those emotions need to be healed and they need to purge. So there's a sense of that kind of happening in the background right now as we're kind of, traversing through the next, couple weeks right now. And King of Pentacles, this is really letting me know that kind of like the divine feminine and the divine masculine energies right now that we are, because Libra is actually a masculine sign. There's something about also opening that divine feminine about us and allowing us to receive. Something about being open to receiving, okay? So whether that's love from another person, support from another person, support from the universe, like divine guidance being able to come in, right? And kind of, I connect to my higher self a lot, and I get a lot of insight, when I connect up to my higher self. So there's something about these kind of two energies working together where like the masculine energy has kind of been doing things and is getting out there and putting in the hard work, but then that feminine energy coming in and also reminding us to be patient and be open to receiving. Okay, be open to receiving the gifts that the Wheel of Fortune is trying to bring us, and being open to sailing through these calmer waters, because we've got the Magician here, we've got the Ace of Swords, we've got the Queen of Swords, and we've got the Hermit. So I feel like there's a lot of us too that kind of just want to take some time out, take a pause. I know I've been really tired lately, and there's a sense of almost kind of wanting to hide away from the world as I work through my own stuff as well, really kind of leaning on my own inner guidance, my own intuition, really leaning into my spiritual practice, pulling my daily cards, journaling, meditating, doing the things that I know are healthy for me to do, getting in a little bit of exercise, and really just practicing that patience and staying dedicated to what my goals are, but releasing the expectation of the outcome. And there's something about really kind of taking time to hide away and nurture myself and rest. And the thing that I love the most about the Hermit card is that the Star card is one of my favorite cards in the tarot. And when I learned that the star is actually what's in the lantern of the Hermit, it brought a tear to my eye, because there's something about being lit by the way of spirit of the star. The Star card is also kind of about wishes being fulfilled, and even when you're feeling in the dark and you're feeling lost and you're feeling hopeless, it's like your own inner light mixed with like the light of spirit lighting your way forward and trusting that path. There's just something really beautiful about that story. So in a way, there's like this encouragement, like the Ace of Swords, like aces I feel like are gifts from the universe. They're like these little blessing cards. The Ace of Swords is just like slightly different sometimes, in that sense that it's really giving us an opportunity to look at things in a different way. So whereas like the Ace of Pentacles and like a career reading, it's like, yes, you're going to have a new job opportunity. With the Ace of Cups, it's like, yes, you're going to have this like emotional renewal. Like there's going to be something that comes in and really kind of frees you up and clears you out and brings you some new type of emotional fulfillment. And with the Ace of Wands, it's like this new passion coming in, this new drive. And with the Ace of Swords, it's like there is this new thing, but it also has kind of that work around it too, in which we have to be open to changing our mind about something, changing how we look at something. It can be a new idea that really takes root and takes flight and lets us, take our mind to new spaces. But I feel like this one comes with a little bit more internal work. And the reason I find this card to be challenging sometimes is because it's really hard sometimes to change the way we think about something, to change our perspective about something, because what we know, we feel like we know. So when we don't have another way of having proof of, okay, well, if I think of it that way, then there's going to be like a actual attainment there, it can be a little bit tricky. So I feel like this is a gift, but it also comes with a little bit of work, like this reminder of how you're going to be viewing some of these things that are coming up. How are you viewing the things that are coming to an end? This 10 of Wands here, this energy, and this 10 of Swords here. How are you going to view the endings? Are you going to view them as like a disappointment and a discouragement and being kicked out of a community, or are you going to see it as a new beginning, a new opportunity, a new way of being able to be? It's really just coming forward with this reading. You are creating your life. You do have the power to really co-create with spirit right now, as far as with this this energy. And we're going to have a Mercury retrograde here pretty soon, so things kind of slowing down, us being asked to kind of review things. And be, think about how we think of things. But really kind of reminding us that you do have that magician energy spirit right now with you. You do have that creational spirit. You can, make that beautiful art or make that channel or, whatever it is that you want to see that new beginning being, this new opportunity coming in. Like, what do you really want? And really leaning on your spiritual practice to kind of get you through some of this rough and tumble seas, right? Until we get to the calmer waters, until we see that Six of Swords energy really take flight. And we're getting to calmer spaces. Like, how are we going to work with that? How are we going to guide ourselves with our own inner light and working with spirit? Calling in your spirit guides, how are you going to kind of help nourish yourself and see yourself through some of these, bumpy waters? And the Queen of Swords can be really cold, and I don't mean that in a mean way. It's just sometimes she's just not about emotions. She's like, this is what I want. I've made up my mind, right? Like I've made up my mind, and now I'm going to do this. And there's not really too much feeling about it. It's just, this is what I have to do, so this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to cut out the BS. I'm going to cut out situations that aren't going to benefit me. And again, I don't mean that in a negative way. It's just like sometimes we can get like, I'm a Libra rising, and sometimes I can get stuck about making a decision because I'm like, well, how's it going to affect this person, or how, and we can almost become paralyzed by our wanting to please other people, please ourselves, please, kind of having everybody be happy about the decisions that we make, rather than just being kind of that Queen of Swords. Well, I'm going to make this decision for me because I'm the person it's going to affect the most, and just being okay with making that decision and moving forward, rather than kind of sitting there and teetering and tottering and hemming and hawing. And this Queen of Swords energy is very just like, this is what I'm going to do, this is what makes me happy, I'm going to go for it. So there's kind of this energy of almost kind of having an emotionalist approach to these like next steps that we have to take. It's just like, this is what we have to do, I'm gonna do it. Like, I don't mean for it to affect anybody in a certain way, but if it does, I'm sorry, but I gotta do my thing. Like, I gotta do me, and that's just kind of the energy I'm getting right now with this. It's like, whatever you're manifesting, whatever you're crafting, whatever you're creating, with this magician energy, you just got to get really to the point about it, and you can't really sit there hemming and hawing about how it might affect somebody else or not affect somebody else, or if you need to like take a little bit of extra time off of work, like, is your boss going to be mad? Not to be rude, but at this point, just the energy of this reading, don't shoot the messenger. It's just kind of like, who cares? I got to do it for me. So that's just the energy that I'm really feeling. Like, this is what I got to do. I'm going to do it. So let's pull you guys an oracle card, because we definitely have some endings coming up, and it's going to resonate for each and every one of you very differently. But with this Ten of Swords and this Ten of Wands, it's like, whatever is just like come to an end. It just needs to be its ending. And you'll get a new idea, you'll get a new inspiration, you'll get new insight. Healing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, definitely let that healing take place too. The Hermit card here, like, you're going to need to spend some time really nurturing yourself. Spending time alone. Like, even if you have kids and you were going to like take them to the movies or something, and you're like, mommy just needs an afternoon by herself. If you can hire like a babysitter, or have, the significant other kind of take over for the afternoon, and you need to go kind of like just chill by yourself, like that kind of stuff. You kind of need to put yourself first for a little bit during this process. There's a little bit of like a renewal that's kind of going to be taking place too. So with this Bear Spirit healing, this card will appear to let you know that healing on all levels is occurring, and it can come in many forms. Be ready to accept it. Know all is well, and that you are a healing force for others. You may not even be aware that you are a conduit for healing energy, but when others thank you, simply say you're welcome, even if you don't know what had happened. In many native traditions, Bear Spirit is thought to be aligned with humans, as he can walk upright like a human. He represents the healer and good medicine. He also bestows healing powers to those who are worthy. You indeed are worthy. Bear Spirit energy can also represent grounding, strength, and confidence. It activates a stable foundation to face whatever challenges appear in your life. Didn't you have a 4 under here? 4 of Wands. Yeah, stable energy. This is stability. And so you've got a 4 and you've got a 4. So it's like you're going through a little rejuvenation process, like a little rebirth process. But it's like giving you some more stable energy to work with, more stable ground to create, more stable energy for this magician to work with. So like it's like both sides of that coin. Rejuvenation and kind of like a little bit of like a little mini like spiritual death, and then kind of like really growing into something a little bit stronger. And maybe just the fact that you're going to be stronger in your convictions of like holding your boundaries, what's doing best for you, that kind of energy, that's going to like create more stability. You're not going to be on like teetering on a fence. You're not going to be standing on the top of a fence. You're going to actually be standing on like solid ground, not trying to like walk the tightrope is what they're showing me. Like just really coming from a place of this is what's working best for me. So hopefully something in that message resonated. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next weekend for the lunation reading. Take care.